Okay, good morning guys, and again welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your Prof. Zeus. Okay, so for this morning we'll again continue our discussion about partnership. So we've discussed about so far, okay, we've discussed about formation, okay, how to form a partnership. We've discussed about partnership operations, so how to divide the profit and loss, okay, from the partnership operations. And then we also discussed about dissolution, okay, dissolution or changes in terms of the capital structure of the corporation. Okay, so the last part is what? Liquidation. Okay, so for this morning we'll discuss about liquidation. When you speak of liquidation, this is actually the winding up of the affairs, no, winding up of the affairs of the partnership. So during the liquidation process, okay, ano ba nangyayari? Unang-una, magsusulian na sila ng kandila, no? They will now part ways as partners, and then, you know, baka merong ibang interest, meron silang ibang interest that they want to pursue, no? So what will happen? Unang-una, they will have to sell the assets. Assets other than cash, no, will have to be sold. Tulad ng ano, yung mga fixed assets nila o yung mga property, plant, and equipment nila. Okay, they will have to sell the fixed assets or other assets, no, that they may be able to realize this into cash. Okay, so sell the asset to realize cash from the sale of the assets, no. Now, of course, when you sell an asset, it could either be a gain or a loss, right? You could have a gain or loss from the sale. So the gain or loss from the sale is distributed to the partners, no. So distributed to the partners in accordance with their in accordance with their P&L sharing ratio. Okay, partners in accordance with P&L sharing ratio. Okay, so that's how we recognize and we distribute the gain or loss from the sale of the assets. Now, once they have the cash, anong gagawin nila? The second step is to pay the liabilities. Okay, so they have already determined how much they will be able to, or how much they have realized from the sale of the assets. They now have to satisfy the claims of the creditors. So they will have to pay all the creditors, no? So payment of creditors, okay, and then whatever is left from the cash will have to be distributed to the partners. Distribution to partners, no? Of course, some issues that could arise is, you know, say for example, a partner has loan and at the same time has capital, no? Yan, ito yung mga pwedeng mangyari, no? Or a partner is what? Partner's capital account will be negative or magiging debit balance siya, no? Anong ibig sabihin nun? Yung kanyang capital is not enough to absorb the loss, okay, from the sale of the asset. Now, anong mangyayari? Depende, no? Is the partner solvent or insolvent? Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin ng solvent? Kung yung partner ay merong enough money to make up for the negative balance in the equity, then he may have to pay or infuse additional capital. Infuse cash, okay, to cover the negative. To cover the negative, no? Yan. Okay, pag insolvent naman, ano mangyayari? Siyempre, you cannot force an individual na wala ng pera, di ba? So, anong mangyayari? If the partner is insolvent, then the negative will have to be absorbed by the remaining partners. The negative will be absorbed by the remaining partners, no? And the distribution will be based on the remaining P&L. Okay, yan. Partners. Based on the profit and loss sharing ratio. Okay? So, etong sinasabi ko, no? There are actually two ways of liquidation. So, two ways or two methods of liquidation. Number one, meron tayong tinatawag na lump sum. When you speak of lump sum liquidation, it's actually just one time, no? Kaya nga lump sum one-time sale of the assets, and then of course payment of the liabilities, and then you distribute the remaining cash among the partners, no? And the other one is installment, which normally is always the case, no? Because syempre lalo kung yung partnership maraming assets, no? That they have, that it will take time for them to really sell the assets, no? Perhaps 2 beses o 3 buwan silang magbebenta ng mga assets nila, right? For them to realize whatever gains and losses, and of course the cash that will have to go to the partnership. So ito yung installment. So this one we'll discuss later, no? Dito muna tayo sa lump sum or yung one-time liquidation ng isang partnership. Okay? So let's have an example. Now for this session, I forgot the book of Dean Empleo, nasa bahay, no? So we'll make use of another book. This is actually the book of Dean Accounting for Partnership and Corporation, no? By Dean Gloria Tolentino Baisa and Maria Concepcion Yamat Lupisan, no? Si Dean Baisa is actually a member of the Board of Accountancy, and then si Professor Lupisan, I think she's now connected with a university, no? As Vice President for Finance. Okay? So itong gamitin natin, no? So let's have the liquidation. Okay, let's use this problem. Okay, so meron siyang partners, no? Si Endrada, si Encina, si Elina. Okay? So case number 1, so you have the assets. You have cash and then the other assets for 136,000. And then case number 1, the other assets were sold for 140. Ito yun, yung 136,000, it was sold for 140,000. So next one, it was sold for 100, it was sold for 74, and then the others, no? Yan, so tingnan natin kung how do we liquidate the partnership, okay? So yan, so partnership liquidation tayo ngayon, okay? Sige, so dito sa ating worksheet, sulat natin yung mga kinakailangan, no? So lagay natin yung partnership name. So partnership name is Encina, Endrada, Elina. Encina, Endrada, and Elina. Okay, and then we have the statement of liquidation. Okay, as of December 31, 2014. Okay, so we will now list down what are the assets and the other accounts in the statement of financial position for proper monitoring. Okay, so we have cash, and then we have other assets, and then we have liabilities, and then Endrada loan. Okay, and then Elina loan, and then Encina capital, and then Endrada capital, and then Elina capital. Okay, so magkano yung ating mga balances? Okay, so cash is 8,000 pesos, other asset is 136,000, liabilities is 44,800, Endrada is 2,000, Elina is 3,200, and then 38,000, and then 24,000, and then 32,000. Okay, so number 1, sabi niya other assets were sold for 140. So meron tayo ngayong sale of other assets. So yung sale of other assets natin, so naka-realize tayo ng 140,000 na cash. Okay, how are we going to enter yung usual entrada natin, no? Pag tayo ay nagbebenta ng asset, syempre debit ka ng cash for how much? 100, magkano to? 140,000. So 140,000, and then credit mo yung other assets, no? Other assets Magkano yung other assets? 136. So, meron kang difference. Ano yung difference na yun? That would be the gain. Okay? So, dapat lalagay mo sa gain on sale. But since we are already liquidating, no, there's no use in in using another temporary account, yung gain on sale. Dire-diretso na natin to sa capital balances ng mga partners. Okay? So, dito meron tayong 140,000 na cash, and then tanggalin natin yung 136,000, and then distribute natin yung gain na 4,000, and the distribution is, tingnan natin kung ano yung kanyang distribution, no? Okay, so the partnership distribution, P&L is 40, 40, 20. So this is 40%, he shares 40%, and then this is 20%. Okay? So yan yung ating P&L sharing ratio. So distribute natin 4,000 times 0.4. So that will be 1,600 kay Encina. 1,600. So this is also 1,600, and this should be 800, no? Yan. So therefore, after the realization of the assets, no? Yan. We have the balances, no? So magkano na to? 148,000, and this is 0. And then you have 44,800 of liabilities, and then you have 2,000 of loan. Then you have 3,200 of loan. Then capital now is, this is 39,600, and this is 25,600, and this is 32,800. So yan na yung mga balanse natin, no? So meron na tayo na benta na natin yung ating other asset. So anong sabi natin? We can now pay the liabilities, no? Yung utang natin sa mga third parties, we will have to settle them now. Okay? So meron naman, do we have enough cash? Yes, we do have enough cash. Cash is 148,000, while the liabilities to third parties muna, no? Liabilities, we know that there are liabilities to partners, pero yung munang liabilities to third parties. Okay? So tingnan muna natin, bayaran muna natin yung mga liabilities to third parties, no? So payment of liabilities. So magkano liabilities natin? This is 44,800. Okay, so bawasan natin sa cash. So therefore, after payment of the liabilities, magkano na yung ating cash? So you have the balances. So 148 minus 44,800. So this becomes 103,200. So this is 0. This is 2,000, 3,200, 39,600, 25,600, and then this is 32,800. Okay? So yan na. So ngayon, meron na tayo, na-settle na natin ang utang natin. Ang meron na lang tayong utang kay partners, no, in respect to the loans, and of course in respect to the capital balances. Okay? So tignan natin, can we settle fully? 2,000 plus 3,200, no? Plus 39,006 plus 25,006 plus 32,008. 103,200. So we have enough cash to distribute. Okay? So therefore, we will now have to pay, no? Payment to partners. So 103,200. So yan, and then so 2,000 pesos settled na siya. 3,200 settled na rin. 39,600 settled na rin. And then 25,600 settled na rin. And then 32,800 settled na rin. Okay? So after the settlement, zero na lahat. Okay? So yan na yung ating final structure, final settlement, no? So, anong entrada natin dito? So, sabi ko kayo na, ito yung first na entry natin. No? But since this is already liquidation, instead of saying gain on sale, palitan natin to, gawin natin yung capital account. So, debit ka ng Encina Capital for 1,600. You have Entrada Capital for 1,600. And then we have Elina Capital ₱800. Okay, so we're done with the entry for this one. So settlement of liabilities na, no? So debit ka ng liabilities for 44,800 and then credit ka ng cash for 44,800. Okay, so we're done with this one. Ito na lang. So debit ka ng Entrada loan for 2,000, Elina loan for 3,200, and then Encina Capital for 39,600, then Entrada Capital for 25,600, and then Elina Capital for 32,800, and then credit cash for the whole amount, 103,200. Okay, so there you have it. There you have it. No, these are the entries involved in the liquidation of this partnership. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is that the assets were sold for 100,000. So 100,000 naman daw na benta yung assets. Okay, so dito tayo gumawa sa baba. So we have cash. So balances ulit, no? $136. So we have 38,000. We have 24,000. And 32,000. Okay, so again, sale of other assets. No, sale of other assets. Okay, so ngayon nabenta raw siya ng 100,000. So 100,000 lang yung ating cash, and then 136. So ano nangyari? Meron tayong loss na 36,000. So yung 36,000 na yun will have to be shared by the partners, no, in respect of the, or based on the capital profit and loss sharing ratio. So therefore, dito si Encina will have to share 14,400. Pareho sila, no? 14,400 divided by 2, so this is 7,200. Okay, so after realizing the non-cash assets, no, ano yung balances natin? Okay, so this is 108, no? 108,000. Wala na to. And then you have 44,800. And then this is 2,000. And then this is 3,200. So that's 38,000 less 14,004. So this is 23,600. And then 24,000 less 14,004. This is 9,600, 32,000 less 7,002. This is 24,800. Okay? So yan yung mga balanse natin. Okay? So ano mangyayari? We now have to settle the liabilities, no? So therefore, payment of liabilities. Magkano siya? 44,800. Okay? So 44,800. So therefore, magkano na lang yung ating cash? So 108,000 minus 44,800. So this becomes, so this is balances, no? 63,200. This becomes 0. Then this is 2,000, 3,200, 23,600, 9,600, and then 24,800, no? So yan na yung balance natin ngayon, no, sa ating books of accounts, no, after the settlement of the liabilities. Okay, ano lang gagawin natin ngayon? We can now settle the payments, no, made to the payments to be made to the partners. Okay, so payment to partners. So this is 63,200. Okay, siguro naman balansyado pa rin yan. Plus 32 plus 23,6 plus 9,6 plus 24,8. Yan, 63,200. So therefore, tanggalin na natin yung loan. Bayad na siya. And the capital as well. Bayad na siya. 9,600. 24,800. Okay? So yan. So tapos na yung ating liquidation. Okay? So in terms of entries, ganun pa rin naman yung entrada natin, no? So debit ka ng cash for 100,000. And then credit ka ng other assets, no? Since may loss tayo, i-recognize natin yung loss. So you have Encina Capital for 14,400. You have Endrada Capital for 14,400. And then you have Elina Capital for 7,200. And then credit your other assets for 136,000. Okay, and then settlement of the liabilities. So debit ka ng liabilities for, how much is it? Ito, 44,800. And then credit ka ng cash for 44,800. Okay, and then payment to the partners. So debit ka ng Endrada loan for 2,000 pesos, Elina loan for 3,200 pesos. You have Encina Capital for 23,600. You have Endrada Capital for 9,600. You have Elina Capital for 24,800. And then of course credit cash for 63,200. Okay, so there you have it, no? So ito yung ating liquidation, statement of liquidation for the two cases that we have solved. Okay, so we will again I will see you, for the other scenarios for this partnership liquidation. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel, and please, if there's a bell button, you can click that so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video or videos. Okay, thank you very much, stay safe, and again, this is your Prof. Zeus. I'll see you again. Bye guys.